It is playoff time in the C division, and we got a close matchup between the 2 and 3 seeds. It's Labatt Blues against Border Patrol. Welcome to the RSHL. Daniel Wilson here. Well, of the whole season, the Border Patrol has made a surprise turnaround. After having a winless season back in the summer, they have now accumulated 6 wins, just enough to get them close to number 3 seed, not quite the number 2 seed, as the Blues just edged them out by 1 point. But they're going to be relying on their best shooter, Labatt, who is in the double digits on points, and he has been by far the standout player. So let's get to the breakdown, and like I said, Labatt is the guy to watch for the Border Patrol. And they have improved on their passing, and but the thing is that they have been going through 4 different goaltenders this season, and tonight they are going with Ryan Carpenter, which his one timeout wasn't really the best, going out with a 4 goal against average and a save percentage in the mid-80s. For the Labatt Blues, we're going to go with Cyrus Rshl. He has been one of the ones that have been lurking in the dark and just somehow popped out. And of course, let's not forget Dave Fisher has had 5 goals and is the team leader on goals. But he's had a little problem with the penalty minutes, and that's the one thing that the Blues need to do to stay out of the penalty box, because they have accumulated 30 penalty minutes. That's not like the Blues to be that aggressive, which will get them sent to the box. So we are just about ready, as both teams will compete for a spot in the Cup final, and the ball drop is next. Your officials for this playoff game: Kevin Frost on the boards and Mel Lewis at center. And it looks like it's going to be Labatt against Bailey Dennis in the face-off. And they're just retrieving one more practice ball that's laying on the floor. And Blues have got themselves a winning record this time around. They have been struggling for the past few seasons to get rack up the number of wins over the season, and they finally get the number 2 seed.
Come on, boys. Go tomorrow.
And we are underway, and Cameron Pratt trying to go for a quick attack, but gives it away to Bailey Dennis. He gives it away over to Ziegler. Back and forth for possession, as Hunsinger tries to push it back, but it goes back over to Ziegler as everybody tags up. Trying to go across, unable. Fisher trying to drop it off for Dennis. Unable, back the other way we go. Cameron Pratt going towards the slot, takes a poke check from Jesse Hickerson. We'll just dump it around the boards. Intended for Hunsinger. They'll go towards the corner. Back it goes over to Modi. And he can't control it, back on the other way. It is Cyrus Rshl making a couple of poke checks, trying to fight off a defender, unable. But here's a one-handed swat by Fisher, and that one I think may have got Carpenter in net. Here's another shot. That's blocked by Hunsinger. Modi will just dump it back down. 1 minute gone, and now they decide to go for a change. Both teams going for 1 change. Hickerson tries to clear out. Pratt puts it back in, and an easy save for Keith LeGros in net. He's had a good goal against average, but the save percentage has been another story. And back down it goes, as both teams will complete their line change. Walked up by Safried, and he'll just dump it back down the floor. Ziegler will take it behind the net with 1 in pursuit, gave it away, and that was blocked, but it reaches Carpenter anyway.
When you're ready, Tim.
Tipped over, looking at a one-on-one for Cameron Pratt. Looking at Safried. Now crosses. It's over to Weaver, and that's a save by LeGros. It takes a shiver and is forced to give it away. Back the other way we go, and backhanded. Not hard enough, and back the other way we go. It's Pratt again. I have not seen him change up yet. Here's a shot, rolls wide of the net. Yeah, 2.5 minutes gone, and I think Cameron Pratt's been on the floor the entire time. And now Thomas over to the boards and gets shaken off, and back out it goes. So far, it's been a possession game. Not many shots on the net so far. As Ryan Weaver will circle back and drop it off to Ziegler. One approaching off the stick. Again, it is the weak passes that we got to watch for as it's sent back over to Ziegler. Ziegler now gets a firm pass over to Weaver, but it's checked away. Does tag up for Modi. Take it to the left corner, takes a shot, and a save down low by LeGros. So the first few minutes of the game, and the main thing that stands out is ball control. There's been a lack of it for both sides. Seems like they want to try to get some aggressive play going, but maybe they want to dial that back a bit. Here's Modi. We'll send it back into the circle. Weaver trying to shake off one defender. Gets away. To behind the circle. And attempted clear. Trying to clear one more time. Unable. Back it goes. And a third try is successful. And the Border Patrol are going to try to get a change on the fly. And the Blues just taking their time as blocked. Off the boards here is Mandel, and that goes off the safety netting. And now a battle between Ziegler and Dennis. Around the boards, and a weak pass once again, and this time it is Pratt, and we'll send it up to Kurt Hunsinger on the left. Centers up from Modi, and it got held up a little bit, and that was just enough for LeGros to make the save. There's another shot wide of the net from Pratt. Tries a wraparound, hits the outside. The Border Patrol now starting to get their offense going. Sent back down by Boudin, but blocked. And Boudin gives him a big bump. Boudin is a big guy. Here's a shot and a save down low, and he'll squeeze the pad.
Go right.
Toss up, and it's going to go to Pratt. Left corner, tries center up. Went off the stick of LeGros. Back over to Fisher. Will cross over, and here come the Blues. It is Cyrus Hatchley. Hatchley, here's the call. Gives it to Fisher. Tries a shot. That's blocked. Back the other way for Border Patrol, but a good poke check by Fisher. Turns around and will just clear it out. Safried making a decision, and now we'll send it down. And Ziegler communicating with Boudin, and now we'll clear back up, taken away by Hatchley. Hatchley will just circle around and will take it himself. Now passes over to Clements. Back to Fisher. Team leader on goals. Now here's a shot and a glove save by Carpenter, and he'll hold on. And by the way, Ryan Carpenter is a name that we have not heard in a while. He was one of the goaltenders for the Deeks before they had left the league. Back over to Fisher. As I said, team leader on goals. He has 5 for the season. Here's a shot down low and a save. Still loose in there. He scores! We'll see who that goes to. It's either going to be Hatchley or Clement. We'll find out. And that is his second overall, first of the playoffs. And clear down the floor. No icing. Safried tries to clear back up and dances out of the way of Kevin Frost, one of the officials. Now here's Dennis outside the slot. Glove save. 6.5 remaining in the first as they attempt to get out of the zone. And now is getting pinned up on the boards. Now sends it over to Dennis. Tries a backhand. He wasn't ready for that pass. It is back to the corner. And now a double team from the Blues. Thomas moving in, now tries to circle around. Still loose in front. Carpenter trying to cover it up. It's still loose in there. No whistle, and he has it. And this is one of the situations where the defense has got to start digging in. And that one is going to be a toss-up. It'll go over to Ryan Weaver, but here comes Thomas. And he'll cross it over, just avoids a forecheck. Man goes down, no call from anyone. That was accidental. Now here's Thomas back the other way for the Blues. Tries to get it up to Dennis. They wanted a high stick, none called. Back to the line, trying to tag up. He would have been offside anyway. Man, Modi will clear back down the floor, and that will give the teams a chance to rest. Sean Mitten, hold on, and now we'll take it up from behind his own goal line, and tries to lob it up, and I see a hand raise. Is this? Nope, it's, oh, now they blow the whistle. Oh, we got a penalty, that's what it is. It's a high stick.
Goes it forward, you're good.
So Cameron Pratt has been called for the high stick, and now we have our first power play of the game. And Mel Lewis is holding up for just a second while they make a last second adjustment. They're just making sure the timekeeper is ready. And now I'm trying to go for a quick draw and a save by Carpenter, trying to clear it out, and a good stop by Sean Mitten. Mitten holding it up at the point, now goes over to Dennis on the left circle. Tries a shot that's blocked by Ziegler, and down it goes. 4:30 remaining in the period, about 1:35 remaining on the penalty.
Hold that line, Ryan.
And now trying to look for a deep left pass, but went off a foot, but intercepted by Mitten. He'll drop it back. Crosses to Mandel. Mandel with a shot, saved down low. Tries to clear, has to get Modi to help, and he will get out. He's going to try shorthanded. He's held up. No call. Oh, he definitely could have got called for a hook, but he gets away. But Modi will do his job of killing time. He definitely had a shorthanded chance. But here's a shot down low and a save by LeGros from Ryan Weaver. Evan Mandel plays it off the boards down the floor, and that is going to be an icing against the Blues.
All right, way to keep up with that pressure. 30 seconds, y'all, 30 seconds.
One by Hunsinger, but immediately taken up by Fisher. He'll drop it back. Tries to a deep pass, but can he beat the icing? Yes, he will. Cyrus Ashley with control. Just outside the circle. Glove save through traffic, and that should kill off the remainder of the penalty. And he will, hold on, he has to wait till we drop. And now Pratt is out of the box. And now here's a shot and a blocker save as they head to the opposite corner. It's going to be Ziegler digging in. Now places up to Cameron Pratt, who's just out of the box. Pratt tries a shot wide of the net. Will be swatted away by LeGros behind the net. Hickerson upwards over to Clement, who has the only goal of the game so far. Clement will pass it right over to Dave Fisher. Now, where did that go? Definitely looked like he was going to pass it, but I guess he whiffed it. And now the Border Patrol telling it to pressure, and that's what happens when you take too long. But luckily they do get possession back, and they'll just dump to the left corner. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Dave Fisher tries to backhand it, nobody around, and that's going to be back over to Border Patrol. Cameron Pratt tries a shot. He heard the call from the bench. Now down low and covered up by LeGros. And back behind the net, the Blues have control. Safri trying to get away from Kurt Hunsinger. Along the board, Cyrus Ashley with control on a 3-on-2. Crosses right to Fisher. Had a hot ball to handle, and back it goes to Border Patrol, 3-on-2 the other way. And now a race between Hickerson and Pratt. And Hickerson giving him a couple of shoves, but just enough so he didn't take a boarding penalty. And crosses, nobody there. Ziegler trying to backhand it around, unable. 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Ziegler trying to shake off Safried, knocked down. Thomas with control, decides to go for a pass to the corner. Safried taking a bump. Safried was trying to look for a hold, but none called. And still no call as the Blues wanted a penalty. But we continue on. Now here's Modi. They'll play it off the boards with 20 seconds remaining. Centers up, intended for Hunsinger. Man goes down, no call, and it is covered up. Wow, the Border Patrol may have gotten away with a couple calls there. And we'll see if there's any time left. I don't think there is time for another face-off.
Leave it, period.
So we head to the first intermission. It's been a game of possession, and we come out with a 1-0 lead for the Blues.
Yeah, we killed it.
We switch sides for the second period. Keith Clement with the only goal of the game so far. There's been plenty of chances for the Border Patrol. Yeah, just haven't been able to get anything through. We're gonna try to look for those open chances. And Pratt wins his face off Boudin, and again out of play. And toss up, it'll go back to Border Patrol. Ryan Weaver sends it around. That was almost too weak of a pass. That was nearly picking for Bailey Dennis. And now on the feet of Boudin. They will get it away, and Border Patrol have possession. We'll just dump it down. Not enough speed. They're going to call off the attack. But Ryan Weaver is going to try to do some forechecking, and now it's going to go back over to Evan Mandel. Mandel along with Dennis. He'll take it himself. Tries a shot. Glove. Save. It looked like he was trying to use Boudin as a screen, but not enough. And it's going to go back over to the Blues. Didn't get all of that one, and Modi tried to tip it away. And now they race to the boards.
First man behind.
And it's going to back over to Weaver. He's unable to handle it. Now race to the center line. Tries to pass over to Dennis. Dennis looks, shot, and that was deflected. Tries a rebound. That goes behind the net. Dennis holding on for dear life behind the net. And they will attempt to clear out, unable to get through. Sean Minton trying to dodge it. And now maybe it's going to be a one-on-one for Baran Modi. Shot down low. He misses wide.
Come back in.
Weaver goes back over to Modi off his foot. Almost got it to Pratt. He does get a shot off, and it is saved by LeGros. The Border Patrol's best opportunity of the day yet. Yeah, if that had not gone off of Modi's foot, that would have been a quality chance. Toss up, Blues have control, and Cameron Pratt trying to go on the forecheck.
Help him out, guys, help him out.
And all around the back of the net we go. Deep pass over to Clement, trying to dodge around Boudin. He gets through, tries to backhand, he scores! Clement with his second of the game, and the Blues are up 2-0. It was a good deep pass. Saw the opening and it was just goodbye to everyone else, and Clement finishes it off for his second of the game. And tries to get over to Weaver, see if he can get around to Freed, but has to get away over to Hickerson. Hickerson behind the net, and then we'll play upwards over to Fisher. Left it. And trying to tip, here is Weaver, shot, and that one I think got LeGros up high. Second chance, that one's also saved.
Play around, play around.
Weaver will play around the boards, and now between Pratt and Hickerson. Pratt tries a shot that is blocked by Clement. Got 2 for the game. And now here he is, actually takes a poke check from Ziegler. Centers over to Fisher. Tries a shot, that got deflected up high, tries to get it, and whoa, what a save by Ryan Carpenter! He had no hope there, and a man goes down. Penalty coming up against the Blues. What a save by Ryan Carpenter, keeping us a 2-0 game, and the Border Patrol get on the power play.
Hey. Go forward. Hey, Daryl or Joe, what do you come on? Joe.
And Cyrus actually has been called for interference. That should be a big morale boost for the Border Patrol. And they get their first power play of the game, something the Blues have had trouble with, and that is penalty minutes. That now brings them up to a total of 32 penalty minutes. Around the boards. Centers up, goes to Hunsinger. That one goes wide. Cameron Pratt with control. Decides to go behind. Now tries to center up. Goes to Modi, and that one stopped. Centers up again, still loose. And we got a penalty coming up, and it is... It's going to be a boarding call. And let's see who this is against. I think this is going to go against the Blues. We're going to go 5-on-3. So a huge opportunity for the Border Patrol. You got a good minute 39 seconds with a 2-man advantage.
Go, boy. Come on, Karen. Good.
And here we go on the 5-on-3. Here is Modi. Tries to shot, that is blocked. Still loose. Trying to clear, unable. Back to Border Patrol. Ziegler with control. Didn't get all that slap shot. Cameron Pratt tries to pass over to Modi. Hot ball off his foot. And a rebound, that one off the foot of Hunsinger. And where did it go? It's still in play. Nobody knew where it was, and it's behind the center line. And now everybody's on side. That was just a stroke of luck for the Blues. Because everybody lost sight of it. And a good stop by Ziegler. Ziegler's shot, that's blocked by Dennis. And Dennis with a good slot. And now he's got a chance shorthanded on a 5-on-3 shot and a save by Carpenter. And now Modi looking at 4-on-2. Cameron Pratt going left. 40 seconds remaining on the first penalty. Pratt holding on. Now tries to center over to Modi. Backhand. Tries to get to Hunsinger. It's back to Pratt's shot. That is blocked by Sean Mitten. Back behind the net. Hunsinger over to Pratt. Pratt shot save with a stretched out leg. 20 seconds remaining in the first penalty. And it's swatted out. A big kill for the Blues. They're going to have to hurry and get back to the line. 10 seconds remaining on the actually penalty. And now they turned it over. Shot goes wide at the net. And the first power play is, the first man is out of the box. No whistle blew, and the play is going to continue. Go, boys! 10 seconds remaining on the other penalty. Weaver over to Hunsinger. Oh, a little too far from the handle, and that's going to kill off the remainder of the penalties. A big kill for the Blues. Centers up. It's going to go back over to Jesse Hickerson. Left side, a little too far to handle. Ryan Weaver takes over. He'll drop it back off to Boudin. Boudin tries to backhand it, blocked by Fisher. He gave it away. Back over to Mandel. Boudin goes down. No call, and that shot goes wide of the net. Fisher trying to get a second chance. Gets a backhand, goes high. Boudin going down again. Around the net, and it's going to be Mandel. Centers up, shot, and a save by Carpenter. And Boudin, he is like a flailing fish. He is all over the place, and another shot gets blocked. Safried.
Let's go, Brian. Step it up.
Can't handle it, and back it goes. Heckerson and LeGros going the aggressive route and does get it. Oh, they're offside though, and that's going to bring it back.
Chris, you need help?
Toss up, Weaver. Tries to send it up. Blues once again have control. And that's the third ball that's gone towards me. I am wearing goalie pads, but not quite ready for my game yet. And now that one back over to the Blues, tries to clear out. And let's see if Ziegler can, there's going to be no icing here, so Ziegler has to go down there. Ziegler air it out, and a little too far to handle. And they are going to, oh, they're calling an offside. That was a delayed offside, not an icing. Thomas with control, tries to split through the D, knocked back by Ziegler. And the Blues will reset, tries to backhand it up, but ends up giving it away once again. Knocked down, but, oh, back and forth to go, and a big opening for Thomas. Thomas' shot, he scored! Big turnover, and Dave Thomas scores the third goal for the Blues. And now the Border Patrol need to get some offense going here, down by 3 in the second period. And that one taken away by Thomas. Just added another insurance goal. Along the boards they go, try center up. Trying to settle the ball down. Ziegler moving in, trying to force his hand, and now goes to the corners. Ziegler will play it around the boards over to Cameron Pratt. He'll backtrack and send it over to Modi. Modi does get it upwards. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Ron Modi sends it back, but off a foot. But it does go over to Cameron Pratt. Tries a shot. He scores! Cameron Pratt with a goal and brings it back within 2. That will be his 4th of the season and 6 points. Everything just lined up on that play. So now a building block for the Border Patrol. Trying to set up. Oh, Cameron Pratt with a steal. He wants more. Now trying to break through again. Going the aggressive route. Wow, Cameron Pratt had a boost of energy there. And Ziegler hears the call and has to get rid of the ball. Upwards to Mandel. And a good poke check in, back out it goes. And it's a Freed. We'll just make sure it heads over to LeGros. He'll play it upwards to Hickerson. Dennis at center, plays left. Left it behind. Modi tries to move in for the steal. He does get the steal. And now trying to break through one. He's got to break away. Modi with a shot. Saved by LeGros. Another chance. That's wide of the net. Another chance. That's outside the net. And now we got a whistle.
Daryl, Joe, you good?
That may have just been that the ball was stuck on the back of the net. With a minute 28, the clock has stopped. But I don't think a penalty has been called. But the clock has now it restarts. It was at 1:28, and now we continue down. And now here's a chance here. What a save by LeGros! Stretch the toe, and he makes another save. There was a lot of room, and he went the low route, but LeGros stretches that pad out with a minute remaining. Now trying to go for the fast track here. It's going to go over to Hickerson. He'll play around the boards. A hit off of something and it went to a Border Patrol player, and now here come the Blues the other way. Ashley tried to break through, but some good defense puts it back the other way. Cameron Pratt. Pratt tried a shot that was blocked. Clement, who's looking for the hat trick. Off the foot. Ziegler with 25 seconds remaining in the period. Ziegler tries the shot, goes wide. To Freed moving in. It's a battle for control. He is pinned up. And now Hunsinger moves in, trying to look for any kind of support. 10 seconds remaining. They're going to have to get that ball moving. Oh, that shot just went wide. And Hunsinger, or Hickerson rather, is just going to kill the clock. But a flurry of chances for the Border Patrol, and they ended off strong, but they still got a ways to go. 3-1 for the Blues after 2. One thing these two teams have in common is that neither of them have a Carolina Cup under their belt, but the Blues have been around since the C Division started, and they have been waiting for over 5 years to get a cup. And the Border Patrol looking for their first finals appearance. And they're going to need to get some hard work done as it goes back over to Boudin. Boudin over to Pratt, sends over to Weaver on the left circle, and that one shot wide of the net. Sean Mitten for the Blues tries to pass up, taken up by Cameron Pratt. Pratt with a shot through traffic. Shot, he scores! That was the start that the 5th of the season and now puts him in double digits along with Baran Modi on points. And tries to go up once again. Pratt knocks it down, back over to Weaver. Drop pass, tries a shot, save! Goes behind the net. Pratt's looking for a wraparound. Oh, he moved the net. They're going to try to adjust that before they continue any further. Now here's Fisher. Shot wide of the net. Actually trying to get a second shot, but pushed off the ball by Ziegler.
Good work. Stay on the boys.
Ryan Weaver with control. We'll drop it over to Pratt. Tries a shot up high that misses. Hunsinger will chase it down. Look out. Some forechecking. And now Ziegler will just push it back, and the Border Patrol forced to tag up. And they do tag up, and they do get possession back. And back it goes into their own zone. Budine. Oh, does he have the speed? Oh, and we got a penalty coming up. It is a high sticking call, and it is going against the Blues. Sean Minton called for the penalty. And the Border Patrol will go back on the power play. They've already had a 5-on-3 earlier and did not succeed on that.
Ryan, Cameron.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we have another penalty? They're saying 4-on-4. Yeah, I'm hearing 4-on-4. That means someone on the Border Patrol got called for a penalty. Oh, they're saying it was too many men on the floor.
I thought we had 6 times because the goalie came off.
So a little confusion.
The goalie was off.
Not the goal.
Huh?
It was not the goal. You guys had 6 on the floor.
So apparently what happened was that they were trying to pull Carpenter for the extra runner, but someone jumped off the bench too early.
Huh? He called a penalty. Yeah, but he called a penalty. His arm was up over there. His arm was up over there.
And you can hear the Border Patrol not pleased with the call.
Ryan, challenge that. His arm was up.
Oh, he's got it. Oh boy, Budine is definitely hot right now.
Gotta be kidding me.
And now the Blues on the attack. Here's a shot. That's wide of the net. Here's Thomas with a chance. That's blocked by Pratt. Yeah, that was Pratt. Thomas again with control. Now back over to Hickerson. DeFried with a slap shot. Didn't get all of it. Backhand. That's blocked. Second chance goes on the outside the net.
Get out there and help him. Get out there and
Thomas
help him.
tries to set her up. Unable to get the shot off. And here is DeFried. Back to the corner.
Backside!
Ryan Weaver trying to get around. Goes into a roadblock and now goes over to Modi. Modi dodging a double team. Centers up for Ryan Weaver. He's got one. And it went off a foot, but it does get over to Pratt. Tries a shot. That is saved down low by LeGros.
Hold it.
Back to the point. And off of Pratt. He does get control. We'll just dump it to the corner.
Yes, center.
Behind the net, centers up. Oh, and to the wrong man. That was Jesse Hickerson with the interception.
Garrett, get middle. Go, take the backside.
On a 2-on-1. Over to Dennis. Shot. That's missed high. Centers up. And oh, that was definitely a chance for Dennis.
His arm was up the entire time.
Shot goes wide of the net. Behind the net. And and Cameron. Shot and a save by Carpenter. Second chance. He scores. Back and forth they went.
I want a clarification on that.
And we are still concerned that the penalties will expire in 5 seconds. You have to wait till the drop. And now we have a discussion discussion over at the net. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. But the clock has stopped at 10 minutes. As I'm not sure what they're discussing here, but trying to figure out what this is all about. Captain Ryan Weaver is over at the meeting. We still don't know what is going on here. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the goal or the penalty call from earlier. Well, Mel Lewis is walking towards us right now to see what's going on.
So explain that. Explain that to me. I don't need to. I just did. You got to kidding me. What was their explanation, Ryan? He was on the boards. He was within 5 feet of the boards. Guys, there's nobody near the boards. I get the frustration. I do. It's game time. I totally get it.
So we do have a good goal. It's 4-2, and the clock has been reset to 10:15.
You're good. You're good.
And both penalties have expired. Off the boards, and Hunsinger trying to break through, gets double teamed. Yeah, Boudin was hot about that call earlier. And here's a shot down low and a stick save. Mandel with control. And fighting off Ziegler. Knocked down. Does get through. Ziegler with control. And he couldn't get a clean shot off. That will roll to the end boards.
Let's go, Chris. Oh.
Tries to center up. Here's a rebound. He misses wide.
Don't argue with them. We don't need penalty.
And Pratt tries to center up. Unable. And Hunsinger still trying to get control. Tries to center up. Intercepted. They'll clear down the floor. But was that offside? I see the hand up.
Off. Let's go.
And back down it goes with 9 minutes remaining in regulation. Knocked down by Mandel. Mandel sends up, intercepted by Hunsinger. He can't clear it out though. Stick goes flying. And he'll head over to the boards, race for control. It's going to be Dennis. Back over to Mitten. Mitten with a shot that rolls wide of the net. Trying her up. That goes off of Carpenter and he'll hold on.
Well, I get called for warning when I come down, he's right there in my face. All because I challenged somebody. It's not that. When I turned around, he gave me a warning because I turned around, the guy was right there in my face. Hey, Chris!
Boudin's still hot about the call, and Weaver. And Weaver is walking over to the bench. He's going to put Pratt on, and I have a feeling that a discussion is going to be made here.
Kevin gave you your last one. He talked to me. I didn't ask. He did.
And back over to Hickerson. Tries to nobody there. Tries to go back over to Sean Mitten. Here's a shot. Saved by Carpenter. And Border Patrol trying to clear out. That went off a stick. Hunsinger trying to put it around. The Blues wanted a penalty, none called. And just stayed onside, off a stick. Knocked away, he'll go over to Sean Mitten in the right corner. Over to Dave Thomas, off a stick, just get it. But that one is blocked, it'll head over to the left corner. Hickerson circles around, tries to go to Modi. Unable to hold on, goes over to Dave Thomas. Looking at Ziegler. And he'll clear back down the floor. Blues have to regroup. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Off the boards. Tries to center up. Thomas holds up. Tries shot. Blocked on a double team. Cameron Pratt with control. Now we'll play it across Hunsinger. Jess keeps it at shoulder level. Karan Modi. They need something from him. He's yet to have a goal. There's a shot by Pratt, unable to get through. Defense holding in. They do clear out and held up by Ziegler, but he's being pressured by Dave Fisher. Gets it away. Everyone tags up. He'll take a long shot. That's blocked. Modi will finish the job and just send it over to the end boards. And it looks like Modi was limping there. He may have taken it off the back of his leg. Over to Fisher. If he can beat Ziegler, he does. Heads over to the left corner. Cyrus Rshl behind the net. Tries to set her up. It goes off the back of the net. Trying to push forward out of the zone. He does. They'll race it down, but looks like Freedom will have control off the boards. Loses it. Over to Ryan Weaver. Weaver with a shot. That one off a screen and just wide of the net. Ziegler moving in quickly. He was moving in deep, and now a possible breakaway. But a good speed by Ryan Weaver to knock away that breakaway chance. Now down the floor and out of play.
Brian, you good?
And now a timeout being called by Border Patrol of 5:17 remaining. And now discipline is going to be a big factor into this one, because now you have a teammate who is red hot about a call from earlier. You have to do what you can to calm him down. In the meantime, the Blues do need to stay out of the penalty box. They did get, they did kill off the 5-on-3 earlier. Keith Clement has been the go-to guy, has 2 of the goals for the Blues. But this is far from over. So the face-off will occur in the Border Patrol zone. And yeah, we were having a discussion about the penalty call, and yeah, because the rule of the league is that only the captains can speak to the officials when it comes to the calls. And good on Ryan Weaver on trying to be the cooler head here. Looks like, or my mistake, the face-off's actually coming back to the blue zone. Back over to Weaver, tries to go for a quick shot, gets held up, tries another one, glove save by LeGros. That clock is going to continue to run for now as we approach the 5-minute mark.
Get set quick, guys.
Back over to Weaver, and that one is blocked by Rshl. And the Blues will play off the boards. Boudin trying to hold it in. He does, but ends up giving it over to the Blues. They'll dump it back down the floor. Ziegler will chase it down, but look out, here comes Dave Fisher. Ziegler trying to get it away. Not hard enough, but does get to a man anyway.
Let's go.
Cameron Pratt with control. Trying to get away from Safried. Centers up. He scores! Ryan Weaver gets his second of the game. And they get their 1-goal deficit back. There's still plenty of time to tie it up. Yes, 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes. And now the Blues will call their timeout. So this is more of a case of trying to get your team focused. But now the opposition is threatening. We need to make sure everyone has a cool head, trying to get everybody on the same page.
Right, Cam, you guys look good.
We're at 4:06 remaining in regulation. Now, in the case that we do have a tie after regulation, we'll have a full 14-minute overtime period, followed by a shootout if it has to come to that. Which the shootouts in the playoffs are very rare. I have yet to see one happen within the past few seasons. And of course, the winner of this game will either face Viking Devils or Zombies. The way the Zombies have been playing this season, they've been going through a rebuild phase. They have gone through a winless season so far, and they're up against a formidable Viking Devils team who are currently the defending C Division champions. It'll be Pratt up against Dennis. And Pratt wins the face-off, tries to get to Modi. He'll just clear it down.
Yeah, Barrett, push up. We're getting pressure him.
Around. They do clear out. Budine went off a body, but it does go over to Ziegler. Ziegler will clear it down. Safried will chase it down.
Don't let him dump it out, guys.
Holds up, and now we'll play all the boards over to Mandel. But here comes Ryan Weaver. Weaver lost his stick for a moment there, and Carpenter trying to play away over to Ziegler, does get it away, and now here they come, it's Cameron Pratt. 3 on 2 the other way, holding up, and now air it over to Modi. Modi trying to break through to the slot, has to go back. Pratt with a shot, wide of the net. Rebound off the outside of the net. Back around it goes, and now the Blues getting double teamed. And we'll play off the side of the net. Look down, looking for wraparound, decides to center up, intended for Dennis. A little too far to handle, and now here's Modi the other way. But Weaver jumped offside.
Hey, Chris.
And now we have hit the 3-minute mark. And now the clock will stop. So now when do you start considering pulling Weaver, or Carpenter rather? Toss up and is going to the Blues. Border Patrol is not giving up on that one though. Goes through and Modi might have a chance here. He loses control. Good defensive play by Sean Mitten. Back it goes to Weaver. Centers up, intended for Modi, but it does reach the stick, and the clock stops at 2:38. Trying to get a shot off the draw, unable. They attempt to clear off a body. Weaver trying to hold it up, but it goes to Dave Thomas for the Blues. Looking at one-on-one. Trying to get some help. He's getting double teamed. Thomas trying to go to the corner. He does. Looking at Barad Modi. Backhand. That is blocked. Another backhand. Body sprawling all around. Where is it? It's under there somewhere. I don't think it went in. But the clock stops at 2:12. And now Border Patrol have control. Now we're going to try to find out how long it's going to be before they pull Carpenter. We'll cross over into Modi. And now we'll take a drop pass. Gets poked back in. Everyone tags back up. Crosses. Now it's back to Keith Clement for the Blues. He'll just dump it into the corner. So we get one change. As we approach 100 ticks remaining in regulation. Border Patrol now fighting for their life in this playoff. Slap shot, didn't get all of it. That goes to Cameron Pratt, tries a shot off a body, goes to the corner. Carpenter is still in the net, and now dumped down the floor. It is not going to be an icing. It reaches Carpenter. That weighs off the icing. And now Modi calling for Carpenter to go to the bench. There he, and now they're trying to make sure that they don't jump the gun this time. And an empty net, and he scores! 1:03 remaining, and that should seal it. They're going to keep Carpenter out of the net for the time being. Less than a minute remaining. It is possible to get 2 goals, but at this point, I don't know if that's going to happen. Sean Minton, and now upwards to Fisher. Right now, their focus is just to kill the remainder of the clock. They'll dump down to the opposite corner. Hickerson circles around with 35 seconds remaining. One on. Now a race. It's going to be Cyrus actually with control and a whistle. I heard a whistle blow. Whistle. I heard a whistle. I didn't know what it was for. It might have been an icing. I couldn't really see what it was. And judging by where they're going, yes, it is an icing. And the clock stops with 30.6. And now a quick shot, and it'll just go to the glove of McGrode with 27 seconds remaining. And right now, that's pretty much the only thing they can do is try to get some quick shots. And now Dennis with possession will play it around over to Modi. He's got to take a shot now. He does. That's blocked. 15 seconds remaining. Back down the floor, and that's pretty much going to do it. The Labatt Blues will go on to play for their first Carolina Cup, and they will await their opponent. Called for a match by the Border Patrol, but they're going to have to wait another season. A 5-3 victory for the Labatt Blues, and they will go on to face either MVD or Zombie. And it would be big for them to get their first Carolina Cup. And now the question is, who are they going to be facing? And that's going to be the next game coming up. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The ball control has been an issue all game. It was ultimately the downfall for the Border Patrol. They had a hard-fought season, but unfortunately it was just not enough. You got to have better handling, and when you're going up with a team like the Labatt Blues, that's something that you definitely need to master. As for the Blues, they'll be playing for their first Carolina Cup, and since ever. So, yeah, because they have been in the league since the C Division has started, and now they will get their chance as they will go up against the defending champions, Mighty Viking Devils. Well, that'll do it for this game. We do have another playoff game coming up for you in the B Division, so keep an eye out for that. Till then, this is Daniel Wilson. We'll see you next time around. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com, the stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. It is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.